Music of the Sun, released on August 29, 2005. Music of the Sun is Rihanna's debut studio album by Def Jam Recordings, after she was discovered by record producer Evan Rogers in Barbados. At just 17 years old, Rihanna introduced herself with a vibrant fusion of her Caribbean roots and contemporary R&B. Jay-Z, the former CEO and president of Def Jam, was given Rihanna's demo by his A&R Jay Brown and invited her to audition after hearing Pon de Replay, signing her on the spot to prevent her from signing with another label. The debut single became an instant summer anthem, blending dancehall rhythms with pop accessibility. Its infectious "Come Mr. DJ" song Pon de Replay hook introduced the world to Rihanna's distinctive voice and Caribbean flavor. The album incorporated reggae, dancehall, and dance pop elements, establishing Rihanna's signature sound. Production came from established hitmakers including Carl Sturken and Evan Rogers, who worked to create a commercially viable pop R&B hybrid that honored Rihanna's Barbadian heritage. Tracks like If It's Lovin' That You Want and The Last Time showcased her vocal abilities while maintaining radio-friendly appeal. While critics gave mixed reviews, questioning whether she could sustain a career beyond novelty status, the project sold over 2 million copies worldwide and went platinum in the United States, proving this newcomer had staying power beyond a one-hit wonder. A Girl Like Me, released less than 8 months after her debut, A Girl Like Me spawned 4 singles, including SOS, which became Rihanna's first single to reach #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100. This rapid follow-up showed an artist hungry to prove herself and capitalize on early momentum. SOS contains a sped-up sample of Tainted Love, popularized by Soft Cell, demonstrating Rihanna's ability to reimagine classic sounds for a new generation. The song's urgent production and Rihanna's pleading vocals created an irresistible pop confection that dominated radio throughout 2006. The album also featured Unfaithful, a dark piano ballad written by Neo that showcased her emotional depth and vocal maturity beyond her teenage years. The song's narrative about guilt and infidelity revealed a more complex artist than the party-ready persona of Pon de Replay. Break It Off with Sean Paul recalled her Caribbean origins, while We Ride provided a smooth R&B groove. The album was certified 2 times platinum by the RIAA and sold over 4 million copies worldwide, establishing Rihanna as more than just a teen pop phenomenon. She was evolving into a legitimate pop R&B force capable of delivering hits across multiple styles. Good Girl Gone Bad released. On May 31, 2007, Good Girl Gone Bad is a pop, dance pop, and R&B record with 1980s music influences, representing a departure from the Caribbean sound of her previous releases and a turning point in Rihanna's career. The night before the album's cover shoot, Rihanna dramatically cut her long hair into an asymmetrical black bob, debuting a bold new look that matched her sonic reinvention. Umbrella, featuring Jay-Z, became a commercial success and reached #1 in over 15 countries. The song's infectious Ella Ella hook became inescapable, dominating global airwaves throughout 2007 and earning Rihanna her first Grammy Award. The track transformed her into a global superstar, proving she could compete with established pop titans. The album spawned additional massive hits including Don't Stop the Music, which cleverly sampled Michael Jackson's Wanna Be Startin' Somethin', and Shut Up and Drive, which referenced New Order's Blue Monday while embracing rock-influenced production. Hate That I Love You, featuring Neo, provided a powerful R&B ballad, while Disturbia, added to later editions, explored darker, more aggressive territory. Good Girl Gone Bad was certified 7 times platinum by RIAA in the United States and 6 times platinum by BPI in the United Kingdom, selling over 9 million copies worldwide. This album marked Rihanna's complete transformation from island girl to edgy pop icon, with critics acknowledging it as the moment she became a full-fledged international superstar. The first notable reissue, Good Girl Gone Bad Reloaded, arrived on June 10, 2008, as an expansion of her 2007 breakthrough album, Good Girl Gone Bad, incorporating 4 new songs: Rehab, Take a Bow, If I Never See Your Face Again, featuring Maroon 5, and Disturbia. This expanded edition capitalized on the original album's success while introducing new material that extended its commercial life. Disturbia became one of Rihanna's signature songs, with its sinister production and psychological thriller themes marking a darker turn in her artistry. Take a Bow became another #1 hit, a piano-driven kiss-off ballad that showcased her growing vocal confidence. The reissue strategy proved brilliant, allowing Rihanna to maintain chart dominance while working on new material, setting a template she would use throughout her career. Rated R conceived after Rihanna's assault by then-boyfriend Chris Brown, Rated R features a prominently foreboding and angry tone. Released on November 23, 2009, Rated R plays out like a classic horror film, opening with an ominous narrator. Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. Rihanna began recording songs for the album in March 2009, working with Neo, who felt that Rihanna was not the same girl he had worked with before. Complementing her growth musically, the trauma she experienced transformed her artistically, leading to her most vulnerable and aggressive work to date. The lead single Russian Roulette took a morbid tone with its life-or-death gambling metaphor. The album ventured into hard rock territory with Rockstar 101, featuring Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash, while Rude Boy became a massive hit, returning to her dancehall roots with aggressive sexual confidence. Hard, featuring Young Jeezy and G4L, showcased hip-hop influences, while Firebomb and Cold Case Love explored darker emotional territory. Despite its dark themes, the album sold over 3 million copies worldwide and proved Rihanna could channel pain into powerful, commercially successful art. Loud after the darkness of Rated R, Rihanna returned with vibrant red hair and upbeat anthems. Loud marked a return to her Caribbean-influenced dance pop origins, with optimistic, radio-ready tracks recorded during her Last Girl on Earth tour. The album's opener, Only Girl in the World, became a massive global hit with its euphoric production and Rihanna's commanding vocals. What's My Name, featuring Drake, showcased chemistry that would fuel multiple collaborations, while S&M pushed boundaries with its explicit exploration of sexuality and kink, becoming her 10th #1 single. Man Down recalled her Caribbean roots with reggae production, while California King Bed demonstrated rock influences. Loud peaked at #1 on the UK albums chart and was certified 6 times platinum by the BPI, selling over 8 million copies worldwide. Talk That Talk released in November 2011. Talk That Talk became Rihanna's 3rd #1 record in the United Kingdom, was certified 3 times platinum by the RIAA, and sold over 5.5 million copies worldwide. Originally planned as a reissue of Loud, the album evolved into a standalone project. The dance pop and R&B record incorporated elements of hip-hop, dubstep, electronic, and house music. We Found Love with Calvin Harris became a massive global phenomenon, topping charts in 26 countries and becoming Rihanna's 11th #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song's euphoric EDM production, paired with Rihanna's soaring vocals, created an anthem that defined the era's pop dance fusion. Additional singles like Where Have You Been and You Da One solidified Talk That Talk as Rihanna's most club-ready album, cementing her status as the queen of the dance floor. Unapologetic. Unapologetic became Rihanna's first record to top the Billboard 200 chart and received a 3 times platinum certification by RIAA, selling over 4 million copies worldwide. True to its title, the album saw Rihanna embracing vulnerability and assertiveness with equal measure. The album blended pop and R&B with both ballads and club tunes. Diamonds became one of her signature songs, a mid-tempo anthem produced by Sia and Benny Blanco that showcased her vocal range and ability to convey powerful emotions. Stay, featuring Mickey Echo, provided a raw, touching moment of vulnerability with just piano accompaniment. Unapologetic featured collaborations with Eminem on Numb, David Guetta on Right Now, and controversially, Chris Brown on Nobody's Business, demonstrating Rihanna's refusal to be controlled by public opinion. The album won the Grammy Award for Best Urban Contemporary Album. Anti released on January 28, 2016, Anti is Rihanna's 8th studio album, released by Roc Nation and Westbury Road after departing from Def Jam Recordings. After a 4-year gap, Rihanna returned with her most experimental and introspective work. Conceived in the midst of creative struggles and emotional turmoil, Anti is characterized by atmospheric production incorporating lo-fi beats, distorted vocals, and down-tempo arrangements. The album departed from the radio-friendly dance songs of her previous work. Work, featuring Drake, became her 14th US #1. bringing dancehall to the forefront of American pop music with its patois-heavy lyrics and infectious rhythm. Love on the Brain showcased retro-influenced balladry reminiscent of 1950s doo-wop, while Needed Me displayed her confidence and self-assurance with trap-influenced production. The album also featured a cover of Tame Impala's New Person, Same Old Mistakes, demonstrating Rihanna's willingness to explore alternative rock influences. Anti was certified 6 times platinum in the United States and received widespread critical acclaim for its artistic maturity, risk-taking, and cohesive vision. Anti represents Rihanna's most personal and liberated work, an artist completely in control of her vision and unafraid to defy expectations. It remains her final studio album to date, leaving fans eagerly awaiting her promised 9th project while she's focused on her billion-dollar Fenty empire.